Yo, what's up? It is the Purple Yeti, back again. Another weekend off, I guess, to another thing. Tasty. I'm back with my ridiculous moniker. I'm back in my tasty vintage K-State t-shirt. And I'm back to having just a little bit of the beer. We're going with the Farmhouse Ale this time. You might be asking, well, of course, Kansas. So no, Chatterbox. Yeah, their Farmhouse Ale is pretty tasty. You have to excuse my hoarseness. It was quite a wedding I was at. Oh, but speaking of marriage, let's get to some college football news, as there was actually some things that happened. Let's start out with the Mountain West. They got into a 7-year marriage, which I didn't know you can get them that long, with ESPN. I mean, it could have been like a story, but, you know, it really isn't. The whole ESPN Disney thing taking over. All the conferences will sign. Although I guess Fox Sports got some of the Big East, which, I mean, man, it shows you where the stocks are rising and lowering on that one. Like Boise State up, and the Mountain West and all those guys up, and Big East going down. So I know the times. I mean, you have to stay competitive as a league, and not just, you know, fall apart. Oh, terrible, terrible football there. So, Big East did sign, not to like confuse anything from like last week, but the Big East did sign with ESPN. It's just not all the games, I guess, because you can do multiple tiers, and just talk to the Big 12 people. They know all about different tiers and different payment structures. So, you know, cheers to those conferences. Cheers to those conferences. Now, hey, speaking of conferences, and a lot of like what some schools from the Mountain West, some schools from where the Big East are, there's been a couple other conference realignment things going on. Strange as it seems, but apparently Appalachian State and Georgia Southern are headed to the Football Bowl division, and they'll be joining the Sun Belt Conference. Yep. Again, you know, some schools like to jump between smaller divisions to bigger divisions and go from bigger to smaller. I think some schools that are in the bigger probably need to go to smaller. The biggest challenge of that, of course, is the money that you've already invested in your athletics department to have a somewhat of a successful football program. So it's harder to go backwards than it is to go forward. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if you saw Appalachian State and Georgia Southern like stay in the bowl division, subdivision series. So congratulations to those. Now I know you must be wondering, who's the Sun Belt going to go after this? Is it going to be maybe some teams crumbling from the Big East? Maybe. No. No, I think they're going to stick their heads in the Conference USA or the WAC or something. You know, it's just going to happen. It's bound to happen. We can realign, but I think this move brings up the most interesting point that needs to be made, is that conference realignment is always happening. It's always been happening. Smaller schools bounce back and forth all the time. It's like wife swapping, really. I mean, that's what they do. So it was only really big the last couple of years because a lot of the bigger schools got into the mix. Of course, it's a money grab. Guess what? for the smaller schools and when it's been going on like since forever, that's what it's always been about. I mean, tradition. Let's hold on to that, because I mean that's a flag waver right there. Tradition, yay, but what's going on is just more money moves, and that's what's going on here. That's always been going on. That's what went on with all the schools that left the Big 12 and all that other fun stuff. So that's that. So it is not shocking news whatsoever. So, but congratulations to those guys. I hope they have a quick turnaround. So, what else is going on? Well, yeah, not ready for that corner yet. Oh, you know, it's interesting. DeLoss Dodds likes to think he holds all the cards. I mean, I guess that's what being a K-Stater is all about, you know. They gotta hold all the cards. Yay, just like Kansas State holds Texas's cards. DeLoss Dodds is saying that Texas will play Texas A&M sometime, but it's when they decide to do it. It's when they decide to do it. Breakups in relationships are terrible, aren't they? I mean, super serial. One side's always, and you see it with Missouri and Kansas too, but one side is like, you know what, you choose the left. We don't have to do anything, blah blah blah. And then the one on the left's like, well, we still want to play. You just don't want to play us anymore. Blah blah blah. He said, she said. Bunch of bullhickey. This is just another long line of bullhickey moves. So, you know, congrats to DeLoss, former K-State alum. Actually, you do hold the can this time. I mean, you got to plant the seed, let the pain go away for a couple years, and then let it come back. Because, like what I said earlier, all about the money, all about the Disney dollars. Yep. As soon as the stadium gets big enough, maybe in Arlington, hello, Jerry Jones, having that matchup in there, ka-ching. People might actually pay tickets and spend money on a beer there. Personally, me, I'd probably sneak something in, you know, but that harkens back to my movie popcorn days. Bam! Orville Reichenbacher with my buddy when I went to the movies. He was a cheap date. So, let's move on. Boop-a-doop. Alright, we'll do legal corner now. Has anything else being, I mean, some Baylor kid squatted over 2,000 pounds total, or did like lift combo. I think it was like squat, bench press, and jerk clean or something. Some Baylor kid, I don't know. That was pretty cool. 2,000 pounds. Actually, he almost caught up to Mark Henry of the WWE fame, power squatting whatever record. So congratulations to that kid. I'm not gonna remember your name, but that's it. Football was legal corner first. Harvey Updyke Jr. pled guilty. Yeah, that's right. The trial of the century is not going to happen now. I know. We're all disappointed. So, he pled guilty. He's already serving some of his sentence. He's got 3 years. He's going to be in jail a little bit longer. Methinks he done a plea bargain. But this will be the last. I mean, we might hear when he gets out of jail, he'll go like join the Arbor Day Foundation or something, but you know, this is the last we'll hear of that guy for a while. Unfortunately, a guy I probably won't hear about, will hear about more in the future is Jerry Sandusky. That guy had an interview. He gave an interview, and he still maintains his innocence. He's delusional. I mean, it could be an elaborate, like ruse, like big frame job on this guy, but wow, it's really hard to see. It's just, but hey, I'm not a judge. I'm certainly not a private investigator or a public one. But it's really hard to see that kind of action going on and not have it connected to some really bad things. So he's delusional old man. He's innocent until he was already proven guilty. So I guess that makes him guilty. Yeah. All right. Nothing else. There is nothing else going on. At least not in my world. So I'm going to go ahead and end it this week. We're going to rock it on, and we're going to rock it on later. But, hey, if you got something, drop it down below. And if you'd like to hear me again, subscribe up above here. You know, I point and I do not even put enough effort to put links in there. But I just want to do some wins with Vipers. So, we'll wrap this guy up. Hey, you guys have a good one. Let's watch some football, stay warm, and hey, I'll see ya.